Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
What we got to talk about today?
Hmm, I don't know.
Well, it's time to make money, everybody. It's time to get to the hustle. So, starting this weekend, we got some beans. I think that was yesterday. We got 100
I think
pounds
so.
of beans for a good price. We got a good deal for the customers on these beans. Then these are the black beans. I don't know what they call. They're just black beans, fresh black beans. So I got a crew that's gonna clean them, and I'm gonna pay them the cleaning fee that the factory would have kind of pre-cleaned, but they don't really get all the stuff out. So we're gonna have our stuff clean and gonna provide another job for somebody.
Yeah.
And then the job is already being filled. So, but anyway, we're gonna try to see how many contracts we can get over here on this side. This is where the beans, I guess, cost the most. So we went to the farm and got it straight from the Mennonites, and now we're in Bama Pond, ready to negotiate. So I will have my manager here this weekend. And here's a couple spots, and that'll help me from spending almost like $100 a day going back and forth from the other side of the country to the land back home. And so this frees me up so I don't have to go that often, so maybe twice a week.
Yeah.
Uh, I can still have the operations that I got them doing over there going on and over here. So this is what I got going on to the land area. That's Carmelita.
Yeah.
So in Carmelita near Orange Walk, we're gonna be selling food. We're gonna be selling fish, chicken, different things at different times. And what you can look on the page, probably have it on any page. We're probably just gonna be promoting. But just see, and if y'all want to get something, check us out, hit us up. And
Yeah.
sometimes we'll probably bring the Bama Pond also in different spots. We'll pull up, we'll pop out.
Yeah. I mean, that can be mobile, the grill. And I will say, I think Facebook is a good place to advertise because, Facebook Marketplace food is a thing. So that'd be a good place to start. But we could also post it on all platforms, though.
I guess YouTube would be not very good and Rumble and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I think we could stick to like the good more. I guess both would be advertisement, but I guess that'll fit better than the type of advertisement we need on Facebook. So
Yeah, and then as the cooking process is going on, then we can get video, and then
yeah,
that could be other content. But the advertisement to get the orders in, I think just Facebook.
yeah. Cause we talking about I remember they were talking about doing like a tent, like
Mhm.
we just do that.
That pretty much what, we see everybody else doing. They be at the bus stops or just along the side of the road, and they be set up.
Well, this is what the plan is. We're gonna be selling. Hopefully next week we can sell some fish plates. Um, I don't know if we'll be able to do chicken yet. I think they maybe got a week left, but
Yeah.
fish plates and we'll be selling coconut water. I think that'll give us everything a boost, like get some money coming in.
I think it would. Everybody like to eat, and they always, be eating with the local eateries. And I say local eateries, those would be kind of like your mom and pop because they do have restaurants here, but none of it is going to be like American name restaurants. So they have like a place I like in Belmont. It's called Wings. So it is locally owned, but it will be more of like a commercial restaurant than the local eateries that we talk about.
Well, well, yeah. I'm thinking about that grill now, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That grill, I think it's time to get it because I think it's like $40. It's just like to get the thing and he'll weld it. I think maybe
Oh,
tops
yeah.
about $40 or something.
Yeah, I think that's what you told me last time when you was talking about it.
So what we're referring to is like a smoker. So they'll build us I ain't gonna say build you a smoker, but they'll create a smoker out like one of these tanks or barrels or whatever they have that we pick from, depending on how big we want it. And they'll weld it for us and we'll have us a nice, affordable smoker.
Mhm. Keyword, affordable.
Hmm. That way we can sell some food. And if we don't find a wholesaler to buy the chicken real quick, we're gonna already have these people used to buying food from us and seeing that hey, we can swag it out. And then if they don't mess with it, then we'll know they don't like how we swag it out. So we'll know we got to sell the raw chicken and raw fish. So our mission, one of our main things we have to do is we have to control inflation. So we got to take control of it to get lower the cost of living. We notice the high prices when we're going to the grocery stores, and we know the high prices with the vendors, and we understand why they have to have prices so high because what they get it be expensive. So the only ones that pretty much making the money is the Mennonites because when we even just look at the beans, what we getting, like on some of them we get a decent deal, but we got a little connection also too. But with the red beans, man, it ain't hardly no room for money unless you busting their head. And so it's like it's to the point that we're gonna have to actually grow this stuff eventually. And I got a guy that's ready and know how to do it. And he'll harvest it also. So he's just waiting for the setup. He needed me to do the irrigation and provide the seeds. And so he can get, the good amount of water because during the dry season we don't have to get rain down here.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that put a lot of farmers at a disadvantage during the dry season. So it's more expensive to buy these products because it's more expensive to grow these products because everybody don't have water like that. And so we're going to have a well, we're going to have an irrigation system. Eventually, we're going to have it on the land and we're going to have it outside on one of my growers' land that I negotiated with. And what we negotiated was this is for the investors. So what I negotiated was we're going to do a 50-50 split. So I provide the seeds, I provide the irrigation system, and he grow everything I need to make the animal feed, the chicken feed, the pig feed, um, sheep. So when he grow it, half of the stuff is mine for free. Half of the stuff is his. But it will benefit him to grow the other half in the things that I would need. So I would buy his other half from him wholesale.
Yeah.
And so that's the plan. But that way I don't have to buy but half of it. So I'm getting it like really, really cheap because after I buy the system, I got the workers for forever for free pretty much. It just
Yeah.
cost me seeds,
Yeah, the startup.
the startup, and then after that, they're gonna get the seeds from the fruits and vegetables and things like that. Not the fruits, the vegetables. Well, maybe fruits too, because we may do watermelon also, because watermelon is very expensive and they sell it by the pound.
Yeah.
Y'all, they sell watermelons by the pound. Yes.
Yes, and when we first got here, it was like $2 a pound. You might could get $1.50 a pound. So think about it. Them them watermelons weighing 10, 15, 20 pounds.
Yeah, they rot over there. You ain't making no money. Like, I wouldn't even invest in the. I said y'all can keep the watermelon. Hey, they don't be that good.
Mm-mm.
Not like a American watermelon, not like a Georgia watermelon. It ain't hitting like that.
Mm-mm.
It got nice different. Like the Georgia watermelon got a different texture. A nice little crisp look. And once you go through it, it got a sweet juice and a little soft on the inside. It
Yeah.
hit different.
If you're getting a good one, we done got some flops too.
Yeah, I mean that happened, man.
But yeah, for the most part, yeah.
You have flips and flops, but we'll be all right. We'll get a good one in America, but and then on bust your head. See, if we get a flop in America, you be like, what? A few bucks, $5, $7,
$8.
$8.
Yeah.
Here, $20. Oh,
Yeah.
but that's how it be though. But yeah, so back to the business. So next week we're looking to go and get some wood. We got a big truck driver that's going to go and take us to get some wood so we can start building. And we're thinking about building the houses more like jungle style. We're going to have, it's going to look more like their culture.
Yeah.
But on the inside, we're going to have it modern so we can have an AC and stuff like that. Because you know how them Americans, you know how we are, you know.
Yeah.
It might be not something we're used to, but I want to keep it jungle like. You see what I'm saying? I want to blend in.
Yeah. I think it'll be fine because I think most people they want it to not look raggedy, but the inside is more what count. Cause I mean that's where you spending your time at. You going in and out the house, but it ain't like you just watching the house like, oh, this, you know what I'm saying? Like just, oh, this house, like you're in the comforts of the house, not just the exterior part.
Well, but to get more clarity, it's more like I said, like a cabin on the outside. But when the inside's gonna be like, you know how you go to the cabins besides the jacuzzis. I mean, it'll be all fancy like that.
Mm-mm.
I ain't gonna have no presidential suites. But it'd be just a nice, comfortable living, very affordable if we go the route that we're talking about going. Very affordable because we're going through one of our connections and
Mm-hmm.
we're getting a lot of stuff for free. So that's how it go. But that way, even when you want to take a vacation, man, the rentals will be a whole lot more affordable also. So at this
Yeah.
rate, we can have something done this year. Within probably mid this year, we can have a few units. We plan on already having 3 by mid this year, so because we
Okay.
got to have 1,
Yeah.
and no, we might have to cancel this one a little early, a couple months or something like that. And and then we'll just tell them like, as we got family coming in, if they don't want to be on that side of the country where we want to be, where we are at, like where the land at,
Mm-hmm.
then we can suggest, them stay here, or we can help them rent it out with, some vacationers. You see what I'm saying? Like they want to be on this side on vacation, like, you know,
Yeah. They probably gonna want like a monthly renter though.
do it's when people one thing about business, you take what's offered. You can want what you want, but if it don't come, because you got to think about it, it was available here when we here.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is, you can want what you want, but a business person will take the best opportunity. They don't go off of what they want. That's emotions. You feel me?
I feel you. I
But
get
you,
you.
but you would be like, I still want what I want, and just lose
Well,
everything.
no, but I'm thinking about them like if they were thinking of that direction, like they would have to like furnish it for it to be like a vacation rental. And I just don't think they gonna think on the right track to be like, oh, let's put some furniture in here because we could rent it out for Airbnb or, short term, long term vacationers. I don't know. Like I said,
It's because
they might do consider that if it's just sitting here.
But what I'm saying is you're speaking from emotions because you're not thinking as a business guy. You're looking at a woman and her emotions about what she prefer. Like if it's listen, how easy is it to get Americans to come over here and visit and rent your unit out consistently enough to make enough? You see what I'm saying? You got to actively be at that. And we know Airbnb ain't popping like that. So what I'm saying is you're thinking when you speak from emotions, that's a bad business person because you got to understand that the opportunity is opportunity. You got to eat however you can eat. You can't be like, I'm just thinking about the person. They don't want to eat lobster, or they don't want to eat chicken, or they don't want to eat beans. Man, you got to eat what you got to eat to survive. And so, like, if you're going off emotion, then you shouldn't be in charge, or you shouldn't be a business person because it's about like surviving. This economy could go to a situation where you got to take what you can get.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying I'm not against you, but I'm saying the people that's the landlord is women. So how do you think they would think?
Okay, think about it. Listen, y'all. Check this out. Okay, who's probably in charge of the bills? Who paying the bills and stuff? Who manages it? Who would be more of a secretary?
The woman, the mom.
You think if he's dealing with other things, I know what he do. You got like what we kind of doing.
Okay.
So
yeah, I can see that.
They are partners, so it ain't no mama and father, but it's they're one because they're still together.
Mm-hmm.
But if you understand how the system works, for being in the system, meaning the marriage system, you should understand that it should comes down from the head anyway. Everything should be going down from the head when you're talking logic and business. So if she's running it, that would not make the business probably successful, and she probably will take that. But if he let her do that, then that's going to say something about him, and then but that don't seem more likely though. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but all I'm saying is I know they would prefer to get a monthly renter, but yes, when times hit and everything, I believe they would take whatever.
I would prefer to pick a stock and just make billions of dollars, but that's preferences. But what we do is we do what we can do to survive. You see what I'm saying? So we just say things just to say it, but that don't mean nothing because it ain't gonna make it come to life just because we prefer it. So what I'm trying to tell you is, listen, we vet out people by their mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we judge who we want to be around or who we want to be like and stuff like that. So if somebody was to speak like that, how you're speaking, then I'm going to be like, I'm not doing business with that type of person because they don't think business minded. They're thinking about my preference. Preferences ain't got nothing to do with anything. Why would we even worry about preferences? If somebody say, hey, do you want to rent out long term or short term? You know what my answer going to be? Which one's more lucrative?
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking about my preference. My preferences is what's going to be more profitable. So the way that you even view it and even think about it is like not even, it's like out of this world to me. That's why I say like, that's not a business person. So then they're not going to stay afloat. They're going to sink.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're going by emotions, then you're not going to be good at anything. You're going to, following your emotions will send you straight to hell. That's how bad it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's going to keep you in sin. Like, that's what we think about selfish people. They will let the whole boat sink because they don't want to fix the hole because they didn't cause the hole.
Yeah.
But they're the only one can fix the hole. They're the only one arms long enough. Selfish. Mm-hmm. And so if you let a business sink because your preference, then that's selfish. And like I said, that type of mentality will get you in hell.
Yeah.
And it'll fail at everything else in life. So I get it, but I don't get it.
But that's what I'm saying. To be clear, that is not how I would do as a business person. But I'm just saying, like, for how I feel they are, like how the interaction went that I got. I think that they probably would let it sit. I think it was sitting for a while
And
before we rented it.
exactly, but that
So
wasn't intentionally though. If they had a better opportunity, they would jump on it. Like they're not going to just not. Like they was
'cause
talking to another renter,
yeah, but
and
I think we even asked for 6 months, and they was like, "No, it had to be a year."
yes, but they was already talking to another renter. But if that other renter would have said that it was getting to the point that it wasn't sounding good anyway. So that other renter would have walked away. It ain't many renters gonna be dropping this kind of bread a month when they got cheaper opportunities. So
Yeah.
like you got to understand the market. So if they had took this loan to rent it out, then you think about
Mhm.
how hard it is to rent this out at this price.
Mhm.
Like,
That was saying I'm not
but
against what you're saying.
it's not about being against or with, but it's the fact that you actually expect them to be bad business people.
Well,
That
it's just like you said though, like if it's already been sitting to me that do because I'm pretty sure like they advertise it on Marketplace. So I'm pretty sure they could have advertised for,
y-
you know,
but
vacationing.
no, because but there's more to that. You got to think deeper than that. What does it take? What kind of work does it take to advertise it for monthly rentals versus every more like on a Airbnb type level?
It's
No
gonna
idols,
be
but
yeah, it's gonna be a lot more to do it that way.
exactly. It's gonna take
Mhm.
more. So it's gonna take more time and dedication, and they probably busy. But but if they know it was lucrative, then I'm sure the daughter will actually consider it. But they got to find the customers. If I say I got the customers, and I'm gonna throw you customers, and you got it sitting here,
Mhm.
why not rent it out for a few days and make a few hundred, about a week and make a few $100?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like, it's business. That's not something you got. So all they got to do is get the furnace one time. They was about to get some stuff for us. I think. Did she ask us?
No.
It was one of them asked us did we want furnace or not, furniture in it or not. But what I'm saying is, it's about business. And the way I read her father, he was he was talking business. So
Mhm.
if I was to be able to propose something like that, even if it's like, you know, a week at a time,
Mhm.
and you just have it vacant until he just have it available until he get ready to rent it out. But a business person is a business person. If he
Yeah.
say he can't, he don't have time to do all that, I'd be like, well, how about this? You get me a rate and let me keep the key, and I schedule it between you, and then I have that part of my package deal. So if somebody want to be on this side of town, we can do that, and blah 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 blah. So like I say, business guys, we make the best decisions. We don't like, nah, I already had it planned like this. No, if it's a better plan, we take it. And if you say, well, if it's a female, so they do that, then they don't need to be in business at all.
They don't need to be then because
But
they will do that.
that's good though that you admitted that women are the best business people.
Are the worst ones.
I mean, oh yeah, yeah, my bad. They're the worst business people. Yeah, women are the worst business people. I
Yeah.
mean, y'all heard it. They admitted it.
Mhm.
Well, I guess moving on. Uh, yeah. So that's the plan. Next week we're going to try to feed the people for cheap. We're trying to get the prices down as low as possible. So we're trying to catch our own fish. We grow our own chicken, and we're going to do a little barbecuing and fish plates. And we're going back to how we do. Y'all know how we do it. We hustle like that. Plates, fish plates, and stuff. You know how they did it.
On
Used to be.
Fridays, usually somebody gonna be frying some fish up.
Yeah. So we're gonna go back to that grind mode, and we'll get some plates sold, and you might have to give out a couple samples. Say, man,
I'm interested in trying some after you told me how you enjoyed it, the
oh yeah,
fish.
man. I told y'all. Hey, I don't know if I told y'all, but man, so these guys, old school. I'm gonna say old school.
Yeah.
That's what we call them. So this is the guy that like pretty much showing us how to do things more affordable. He knows some old school tricks and stuff like that, man. He the one gonna help us get this fish. We'll go uh to the sea. So we not too far from the sea, so the community. But so yeah, he hooked me up with some fish today, man. So you like fish, I don't eat too much meat from, any other animals, but fish, yeah, I mess with that a little bit. So I was like, yeah, man. He gave me a fish, still had a head on it a little bit. I said, oh shoot. So I said, it's all good. So 8 pieces of it, man. It was fried. It ain't had no like breading on it. I just fried it like that. And I took a bite. Man, it was fried, like deep fried, I think. But it was smoked fried. That's what it tastes like. So I was like, man, you smoke fried this joker, man. Like, how you smoke fried it? And then he was like, nah, I ain't smoke fried it. See, I fried it over like a smoker, like I guess like a fire pit type deal.
Yeah.
And so it got a smoked taste to it and it's fried with seasoning. It was pretty good. And then he had this the bread that he had was called what is called manna. And that's what we call it.
Yeah.
The one that was in the Bible that God gave,
The angel's breed.
Yeah. But I liked it and enjoyed it so much that he came and bought me 2 more and some more bread. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna let baby taste piece of this. Man, the skeletons ain't even make it.
Well, when I get mine, I do want the head off. I know I'm a little extra, but I don't want that head on
All you gotta
mine.
do is break it.
Well, you could break it off for me.
I'll break it off for you then. I might get a piece of meat though.
That's fine.
I gotta go.
That's worth your
Listen,
trouble for doing it for me.
if I gotta break a neck, I'm getting something in return.
It's already dead though. It ain't like
What
you,
if why won't you break it then if it's already dead?
cause I don't want to touch it.
Well, since I got to touch it then, I'm getting pieces of the meat.
That's why I said I don't mind. But if you making it about breaking the neck, that's the only point I was pointing
You
out.
think I wanna go around breaking necks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not people. No,
I'm just saying though, man. It's a
but
lot of
fish that's already dead. And I'm sure if the chickens, if you had to go out there and wring one neck, you'd be out there wringing its neck.
well, think about how the fish spirit, he had to look down and see after you done took his life, and then you gonna be just raw and dirty like that, snatch his neck. Like, man, I gotta go
He
out and
ain't
get a neck.
stunting down here. He up there with the father. He's straight.
You think that. You don't know where you went at.
He's straight.
You don't know where that joker went at. It depends. It depends what it tastes like. Nah, I don't know. But anyway, man, I don't know, baby. I think the fish is gonna be the thing. Old school. We banking on you, man. We banking on you, bro. And some good sides, though. I don't know. I don't know what the sides gonna be, but
Probably some rice and beans, or they be doing coleslaw.
we do got beans, so we can do that for.
And the rice, it ain't that expensive.
Yeah, we got lettuce, but he was talking about put that on there, but I don't think he understand. We
Mm-mm.
might need to cook it and make some greens out of that
Yeah,
joke or
that
something.
don't taste like no lettuce.
Yeah, I tell him to smoke the pigtail, and I be like, let me do a little something, man. I cook the greens. I try it here,
I
and
think
then
they'll actually enjoy collard greens.
mhm.
But yeah, they don't eat stuff like that here that I seen. I hadn't seen no greens yet. I seen them in San Ignacio at the market, like for sale, but I haven't seen it on the menu yet since we've been here.
Well, they said something to me that's like something about celery. So I'm guessing they don't really cook much with celery. And I went by the plant that do the squash, or I think it was no, the zucchini plant. And the stalks smell just like celery.
Oh.
And old school said you can eat it. So I wonder if it's gonna taste like that. So when I cook it, I can cook something with celery like chicken stew, and I can sell some chicken stew.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first time I had celery in that I could think of since we've been here, like in a meal, was when I got that baked chicken and rice from Brews and Bites. It had celery and I think carrots in the rice. Cause I was like, I was expecting fried rice because that was on the board. But when I went in there, I don't have white rice and then that rice. And I was like, what is that? She said vegetable rice. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that with some gravy.
Question. Would you like to eat Riviera today? Because I was gonna ask, if you were at the lady about, she, you know, want to discuss business a little bit while we there, one of the waitresses or something like that. Now, I guess I ain't gonna say discuss business, but see if they want to know what we have and see in the near future if they want to be a buyer because we do have chicken,
Okay.
we do have beans, and we got a farm, so they've been good to us, and we want to see if we can, help.
Okay.
So I mean, they
Yeah.
might ask you how much the chicken is per pound. It's like, well, it's
Yeah.
gonna be below market price, but we haven't, got that far yet. But it'd be pretty much the lowest you will find because we don't have much overhead, and
Mhm.
you know, so
Okay.
we can beat the price that you got most likely. And I'll be there with you to negotiate. Like, once you get to the point that you need, you know how I do. I jump in and break it
Yeah,
down.
right away.
Yeah. Well, no, not right away. I want you to use your feminine energy to help me close deals. That's one of y'all gifts.
Mm.
That's why we want to have a lady that we can teach. That's what I've been working on. But don't be scared. Don't be scared. I have to do it.
Yeah.
This is for your family. This is for the business. This is for God. This is for
Yeah.
no idols.
I can do it.
I know you can do it. I'm gonna be with you. I'll be with you.
Mhm.
My queen. We're a team. We won. I got you. I ain't gonna
Mhm.
let you fall too
I
hard.
know. I know.
But anyways, man, like I almost dropped my phone. Anyways, man, we about to get ready to eat and we just been chit chatting.
Yeah.
So I just want to let y'all know that next week gonna be grind mode. So I might get some videos and y'all see, some of the crew that want to be on camera. That'll probably be old school don't want to be on camera. He said he ain't trying to be famous right now. He already famous enough. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
All right. Well, that's a wrap. We out.